This is right from the developers on Twitter. This is not fan-made. Let's break it down here. So the PS5 version will have 6 different modes for graphics, and the PS4 Pro at least will have 3. So from the top here, favoring performance will give you resolutions between 1440 and 2160p with a 60 FPS target. If you want to favor performance plus HFR, my goodness, which stands for high frame rate, you will get 1440p unlocked 60 FPS, and with that little snowflake here, that indicates that you will require to have HDMI 2.1 cable plus a compatible device. Favoring performance plus high frame rate plus variable refresh rate, same thing. In this case, you will have 1440p unlocked 60 FPS. If you want to favor quality, 2160p, my goodness, which is native 4K, and that's going to have a 30 FPS target, and again, you're going to be required to have a compatible 4K device, naturally. And if you want to favor quality plus high refresh rate, it'll be 1800 to 2160p with a 40 FPS target. Again, HDMI 2.1 cable and a compatible device required, as well as if you want to favor quality plus high frame rate and variable refresh rate, that'll be 1800 to 2160p with an unlocked 40 FPS. So this is how almost every game should be, even if you're on a console. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You get to pick your poison and just go with it. Now for the PS4 standard, right here, 1080p, 30 FPS target. But if you're on the PS4 Pro and you want quality, you'll get 1440 to 1656p at 30 FPS. Last but not least, if you want to favor performance on the PS4 Pro, 1080p to 1656p with an unlocked 30 FPS. Notice how I emphasize unlocked 30 FPS here, right here. I didn't really talk about this because it could go up a little bit where it says unlocked. Now the last thing that I'm going to talk about, that nobody ever talks about. The PS4 version of a game being played on the PS5. Right? Chances are, this is speculation based on some facts here. If you want to play the PS4 version of the game on your PS5 and you go for performance, chances are, because it's unlocked, it's not capped, it's going to run at 60 FPS. If I end up buying the game, I will do the test to further more talk about it. And the reason it's important is really simple. I just, after 2 years, was able to secure myself another SSD that was higher than just a 1 terabyte. I had one and I was just tired of deleting games. Some games like NBA are freaking 150 something gigabytes, for Christ's sakes. So oftentimes I would be playing the PS4 version of a game on the PS5 because sometimes the difference wasn't big enough for me to care anyways. And my PS5 games that were on my PS5 hard drive, well, they were taking up all the room. So this is still going to be important for some people. So the fact that it's unlocked and not capped means that it is reasonable for me to assume that it's going to run at 60 FPS at even over 1080p. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of options here. Again, I feel like almost all games should have a combination of stuff like this. And in closing, there's even games that do quality. And, you know, quality is not just always about the 4K. You can have 1080p look better than 4K. I've talked about this before. If you have native 4K but medium or low graphic settings, but then you have 1080p at ultra settings, right? You see where I'm going with this? A lot of times on console, native 4K will also mean high quality settings. Whereas the 2K or 1080p will have like lower medium settings. There needs to be a hybrid where it's 1080p, high settings, 60 FPS. Anyhow, this is great. Hopefully I'm able to buy the game. Comes out in about a week from now, on the 9th or something like that, November the 9th. So there you have it. If you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. And I'll make sure when you wake up in the morning, your left eye is 1080p 30 FPS. And your right eye is 2160p at 60 FPS. I'm just saying. If you want to subscribe, obviously that would be great. But if not, whatever. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.